here. Not going to need any props today, just a yoga mat or something soft to lie on, and we will get started. So we're going to start having the seat facing this side today. And let's start at first. Legs can just crisscross or kind of go where you're most relaxed, and we're just going to find your breath. So hands go around the ribs, thumbs in the back, forefingers in the front. Start to use them as a guide here. Taking a nice big inhale, find your back ribs. Breathing into those thumbs. And then exhaling through your front ribs. Really feel them try to knit together. Let your waist become smaller. Going for a few here. Take advantage of starting seated today. Kind of find the lift away from your sits bones up towards the ceiling. Start to find the deepest layer of your abs connecting to the end of your exhale. And feeling that belly button drop in and up towards the ceiling here. Go for one more big breath. Try to relax through your shoulders. And then lowering your hands to your hip bones, start to add in a few pelvic tilts. On your next exhale, tuck that tail underneath you, rolling off of your sits bones. Inhale to restack nice and tall. Again, exhale, low abs draw in, a little scoop and tuck underneath you. Inhale to restack. See if you can make this still warm up for those low abs. And then challenging yourself by trying to keep your head, neck, and shoulders frozen in space. So a little smaller, a little more isolated. Go for about 3 more at your own pace. For 2. Last one. Awesome. Sitting nice and tall here. We're gonna reach the legs out in front of you. Reach the arms in front of you here. You can have a soft bend to those legs if those hamstrings are tight. Give yourself a nice big inhale. Grow yourself even taller. On your exhale, go into that pelvic tilt. Start to roll back just about halfway to start here. Hold and see if you can tuck your tail even more underneath you. Then pubic bone tucking towards your face. Give yourself a nice sip of air, nice big inhale. Exhale, deepen through the abs and restack your spine nice and tall. Again, big inhale. Exhale, you tuck, scoop to roll back. Hold at the bottom, big inhale. Exhale, deepen through those abs, roll yourself on up. So you're trying to just warm up through your spine and of course getting into those abs here. Just find your C curve. We're gonna go for about 2 more and then we're gonna add on. Last one. On the next one, you're gonna roll back halfway, find your C curve, just hold here. See if you can tuck your tail even more. From here, can you lift your right arm to the ceiling, lower it back down, and switch. Left arm lifts, left arm lowers. You're holding that C curve here. Your belly button is drawing in and up. Finding a little shake of those abs at the top. Now, can you start to lift both arms? Awesome. But should find maybe a little bit of a shake and quiver at the top as you lift. Getting super hollow through the front of your body here. Getting warm, you're going for 4 more. For 3. For 2. Last 1. Reach the arms in front of you. Give yourself a nice big inhale. Legs long. Exhale, tuck your tail and bone by bone, roll yourself all the way down. You're reaching your arms in front of you. Legs grounded to the floor. Awesome. Reach those arms behind. Reach in opposition here for a breath. Nice little release for those abs. And then arms are gonna come down by your side. Legs are bent. We're going into a few bridges here. Feet about hip width apart. On the exhale, tuck your tail. Peel your hips off to the ceiling, 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice big inhale at the top. Exhale, close your ribs and bone by bone, melt your spine all the way down. Tail relaxes at the bottom. Find your neutral before you scoop. Squeeze through the smile line of your cheeks as you lift those hips back up. If you're feeling good, let those arms reach up towards the ceiling here. Start to really focus Again, on that pelvic tilt, that tuck of your tail you just had with the ab work, as much as the back of your legs are starting to turn on, you're also opening through the front of your body. So how much length can you find from your knees to your shoulders here? Then opening through the front of your hips at the top. 2 more. On the next one, keep your hips lifted at the top and hold. From here, tuck that tail even more, squeeze through the smile line of your cheeks. If you need support, just keep your arms down by your side here. I'm gonna keep my arms down for this next part, but you do what feels good. You're gonna shift your weight over to your left leg, float your right leg to tabletop. Lower it down with control. You switch, shift to the right, left leg floats up. Simple marching here. A good guide as well, hands to your hips, just to try to keep them even. Abs are working with you. You're finding the smile line of your cheeks turning on. We're gonna go for 2 more sets to each side. Use your breath, tuck that tail. Last set. Once you are even, you're going to find your center and hold here. Arms to the ceiling 1 more time, tuck that tail. Pulse your hips up, an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Squeezing through the smile line of your cheeks. Imagine as if you were squeezing a tennis ball between your knees. You feel those inner thighs kick on a little bit, super active. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bone by bone, melt that spine all the way down. Beautiful. Give yourself a breath here. We're gonna work on that opposition, that oblique work a little more here. You're gonna stay lying on your back. I want you to start off by lifting your right leg up to tabletop, and your left arm comes to the ceiling. You're gonna control, lower, and then you switch. Left leg, right arm. That's it. I know, super simple to start here at first, and I just want you to get this feel of the opposition, trying to minimize any movement through your hips. I know you're like, Caitlin, this is so easy, why are we doing this? But of course, I'm gonna make it harder in a second. Once you are even on both sides, we're gonna hold the next one. So right leg is lifted, left arm to the ceiling. And then you're going to lift the left leg and the right arm to the ceiling. So now you're in both legs in tabletop, both arms are reaching to the ceiling here. From here, adding on, reach your right leg long in front of you, left arm reaches behind. Come back to center, switch, left leg, right arm. We're starting to find your low abs turn on a little more here. The lower you reach, the harder. So if you need more support, you reach your leg a little higher or stick with the first variation that we did. If you want the challenge, you're going to nod and curl your head up. Keep it lifted as you keep going. Whew. Think about the bird dogs that I do in a lot of my classes. This is the same thing, but it's lying on your back, so a little harder. Any point your neck needs a break, just let the head go back. Join me again when you feel good. We're gonna go for about 2 more sets to each side, and then we've got just 1 more challenge. Use that breath. Now the next time, right leg, left arm are reaching long, you're going to hold here. Open an inch with that leg and arm. Sides of the room, come back to center. You're here for 5. Belly button in, 4. For 3, 2. Come back to center, control. You switch right away. Left leg, right arm behind. Open an inch, close an inch. Curl up even higher. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let everything lower. Give yourself a breath. Good work. Those are killer. Very sneaky, but killer. Whew. All right. We're going to go ahead. Sit yourself on up here. Go to your hands and knees. Find your quadruped sheep. Give yourself a few cat-cows just to get out of that. Rounding your spine. Arching to the ceiling. Do what feels good for a second. Awesome. So from here, you're gonna lie down on your stomach. We're gonna take a little bit of extension work now. Just to reverse all that flexion we were doing here. So you're gonna set up with your head resting on it to your hands, one on top of each other, just like this. Now before you add on, we're just gonna find a nice tuck of your tail. So think pubic bone to the floor, think low abs actively lifting away from the floor beneath you here. So super active with your core. Now keeping your head attached to your palms, or attached to the top of your hands, you're gonna reach out through the crown of your head, elbows lift off the floor first, so squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then you're gonna lift your head and hands up away from the floor. And you may not go very high. And then you resist to lower back down. Elbows lift first, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Reach out to lift, and then resist to lower. Keep going like that. We're gonna go for about 4 or 5 more just to get the gist. You're working your extensors here a ton, the muscles that protect your spine, and your abs are working as well. Use your breath. Go for 2 more. We're gonna hold the last one. On the next one, stay lifted and hold. Now from here, can you reach your arms forward at a Y position? Bend your arms back in. Reach forward, Y, thumbs to the ceiling, bend back in. Abs lifting away, tuck that tail. Think extending through the back of your neck to the ceiling, slight chin tuck. 2 more. Keep your arms long on this last one and hold. Lift your arms up an inch, down an inch. You got it. Maybe lift your hips a little higher. You're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let everything lower. Awesome work. Give yourself a little shake and shimmy. Whew. You're gonna come up to kneeling now facing me. We're gonna do some ab work into some glute work here, which I'm excited about this series. So you're going to set up mirroring me here. So kneeling, you're gonna extend right leg long to the side, just like this. And then hands are gonna go behind your head. Press your head into your palms to grow yourself a little taller. I want you to right away think pressing your hips forward here. Back of the legs are active to support you. Top leg grounded into the floor for support. So from here, you're gonna take a little side bend. Up and over to the left. Resist to come back to center. Again, up and over. Think rainbow through your side waist. Obliques and abs bring you back to center. Really nice. So it's very much like the side bends we do on the reformer. Lots of oblique work. Lots of control. If you've got any knee sensitivity, grab a pillow, some padding to place underneath your bottom knee. Adding on, if you feel good here, you want it a little harder, you make the lever longer. So arms long. And then resist, obliques bring you back to center. So good. Up and over, rainbow. Rainbow up and over, back to center. So you're making a rainbow both ways with that side waist. So good. We're gonna go for 3 more. Belly button in for 2. Now adding on the next one. Dip yourself up and over where you can hold and freeze. Now from here, hips stay quiet. You rotate from your ribs to the left. Look towards the floor. Rotate back to center. Like an airplane. Woo. Rotate, abs in, and then rotate back to center. You're staying out nice and long on that diagonal. Everything's happening from your ribs. You can always take those hands back behind your head if that feels better. You're gonna go for 3 more. For 2, so good. Last one. Listen carefully, you come back to center. Lower your left hand down to the floor, top arms reaching to the ceiling here. Take a second to reset, really press those hips forward, squeeze through your back legs. You're gonna lift that top leg up to the ceiling, lower back down. Hello, glutes, up and lower. All that ab work you just did is using to stabilize your torso. You're lifting out of your shoulder. If neck gets tired, you look down towards your bottom hand, or you can come down to your forearm and your elbow, of course, or lie all the way down if that neck is funky. Do what feels good. So good, you guys. We're gonna go for 3 more. Grow yourself even longer. You're really pressing both those hips forward, remember, especially that bottom hip. Now keep that top leg lifted. You hold here. Small circles, either direction, size of a golf ball. Get into that back glute even more. Squeeze that smile line. Find that glute med. Abs in. Start to reverse your circles. Go the other way. Get back part of that circle. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. You're here for 3, 2. Last one. Lower that leg down for a breath. You've got one more challenge. Reach the top arm up and over. You're in a nice long diagonal here. You're going to do some oblique work. Bring that knee to your elbow. Reach everything out in opposition. Knee to elbow, abs in. Reach everything long. You're here for 5. So good. For 4. For 3. 2. Last one. Everything long. You're gonna rotate into a plank here. Rotate, hand and foot to the floor. Meet me in a high plank. Find your back legs active. Reach out through the crown of your head. You're gonna take a little rock of your feet forward and back. 10 seconds forward and back. Tuck that tail, go abs in. You're here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Lower your knees, give yourself that child's pose. Awesome work, you guys. Give yourself a breath. Whew. Awesome job. We're gonna set up to take that work onto the other side here. Kneeling, facing me. This time left leg's going long. Reset. Give yourself a breath. All right. So top leg's grounded into the floor. Press your hips forward. Squeeze through your back legs. Hands go behind your head. Press your head into your palms. Grow yourself longer. Find your side bend. Up and over. Resist to center. Up and over. Abs into center. So maybe you notice on this side, maybe less range, maybe harder, maybe easier. One oblique, always working differently than the other, and that is normal, that is fine. You make note. Listen to your body. We're gonna keep going if you feel good. Arms long. Find that T. Rainbow up and over. Whew, this side's harder for me. 3 more. For 2. Now you're gonna stay up and over on this next one. You're gonna hold here. Feel that long diagonal, head to your foot. You're gonna rotate from your ribs to the floor like an airplane. Rotate back to center. Ribs and you rotate back to center. Oof, maybe you lean over a little more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Find your center. Control, lower the bottom hand to the floor. Top arm to the ceiling. Press your hips forward. Top leg lifts and it lowers. Find your glutes. So good, you guys. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. Think about that rainbow underneath your waist here. If neck is tired, look down to that bottom hand. 4 more. Think about so much length. How long can you be? For 2. Keep that leg lifted. You hold small circles. Press that bottom hip forward. Both hips are really working. Start to reverse. Breathe. For 5. Belly button in. Last one. Lower. Give yourself a breath. Reach that top arm long. Long diagonal here. Find that oblique work. Top leg lifts. Knee to elbow. Reach everything long. Think a side crunch. Abs in. Little squeeze. Everything long. You're here for 5. And then we're going into your last plank. For 4, so good. For 3, 2, last one. Reach everything long. You transition into your last high plank here. If too much on your wrist, find those forearms. You're gonna bring right knee, right elbow, switch left knee, left elbow. Going for 10 seconds. Side glutes, last bit of obliques. Breathe, lift out of your shoulders. Now you're gonna start to twist, last 10 seconds here. Knee to opposite shoulder. You got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find that child's pose, so good. Woo. Abs in. Awesome work, you guys. Woo, sweating. We're just gonna switch from here. You're gonna go ahead and grab a pillow or something for your knees. And we're gonna take a runner's lunge. Stretch out through the front of your hips here after that. So one leg forward, one knee down onto the pillow. Slight tug of your tail here. My left knee is down on the pillow. I'm squeezing my left glute, pressing my hips forward just slightly to where I find a stretch into that hip flexor. Breathe. If you want to increase up and over with the left arm, get into your psoas a little more. Slowly come out of that. You're going to straighten your front leg. Find a hamstring that stretch now. Hands can come forward. Try your best long spine and stick that tail out. Flexing your toes to the ceiling will find your calf a bit more. Let your heart rate come down. Really give yourself big breaths, relax. Awesome. Now keep that leg long. You're gonna pivot to face me. We're gonna take an inner thigh stretch here. So similar to the position with one leg long as we did earlier. And then I want you at first to just rock your hips forward and back, finding that inner thigh release. Kind of find the position where you feel it the most. And when you do, you lower your elbows to the floor. And just hold, find that inner thigh release. Give yourself a few breaths. And then we're gonna gently come out of that. And we're just gonna turn to the other side. Right knee down, left foot in front. Find a slight tuck of your tail. Squeeze through that right glute. You lean forward where you find that stretch in the front of your hip here. If you want to increase up and over with the right arm. Coming out of that, straighten that front leg, hips go back. Find that hamstring stretch, toes to the ceiling, find that calf. You pivot to face me. Keep that leg long. Do a little forward and back. Find where you feel those inner thighs turning on. Where you feel it, you hold. Elbows down if you can. Breathe into that stretch a little more and that release. One more big breath. And then you guys are all set. It's really great work. Questions, comments, concerns, anything, live chat, hit me up, let me know. Really awesome job. And I will see you guys soon. Look out for the next vid.